Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for July 27th, the fourth day of Av. Here we go. Okay, so you know that there are these people in our Western world, many of them, who like to rinse out their mouth every single morning with mouthwash, and they spit it out. So the question is, what about Tisha B'Av? So to backtrack for just a second, on Yom Kippur, a stricter fast than Tisha B'Av by all counts. On the fast of Yom Kippur, we tell people no mouthwash whatsoever, even if you're going to spit it out. But on Tisha B'Av, which is a little bit more lenient, still a strict fast, but compared to Yom Kippur, it's a little bit more lenient. So on the fast of Tisha B'Av, the halacha is that if a person finds himself to be in great distress, then he's allowed to use mouthwash and spit it out on the morning of Tisha B'Av. But that's great distress, okay? Don't be softy and tell yourself, yeah, I'm in great distress. I want scope or Listerine. Just if it's great distress, then you're allowed to. But if it's less than that, then you should just deal with it and possibly do no mouthwash that day, okay? So that's the halacha as far as washing your mouth out with scope or Listerine or something like that on the morning of Tisha B'Av. Try not to, and if you're in great distress, it's allowed. Okay, now on to medications. There are certain people who need to take certain pills every single day. Like, let's say it was a 10-day regimen of antibiotics, which you're not allowed to stop, or blood pressure medications, which have to be taken every single day. So those are allowed to be swallowed on the day of Tisha B'Av. Now, if you're not able to get them down your mouth without any liquid, then you cannot drink them with water. But what you could do is drink them with some liquid that isn't food. Now, what would that be? So if you talk to doctors and or rabbis, they'll tell you that if you take some kind of liquid thing, best example I can think of is like Pepto-Bismol, Malox, those pink drinks that are made to soothe your stomach. They're not a drink, and if you have a little bit of that on the day of Tisha B'Av, it's not considered breaking your fast, and they might be a good way to get a medication down and even coat your stomach a little bit. So to have a small drink of that to get your pill down on the fast day would be the best solution in that situation. If your pill is very damaging to an empty stomach, and if any other medical things that I can't cover here in this daily Dvar Halacha, then please do check with your doctor and your rabbi in advance to know what to do about your particular medication, which is complicated or difficult or doesn't belong on an empty stomach and can hurt you on an empty stomach. So do talk to your rabbi about what to do. Obviously, people with the medical conditions like diabetes or anything of the sort should have a clear discussion with their doctor and rabbi before any fast to decide what their best course of action is. Bottom line is, don't leave it to the day of Tisha B'Av to then run with your emergency question and not know what to do. Take care of business before and find out what you need to find out before. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.